I'm Tori in for Sam, and we all looking very springy today.
Yes.
You said I look like a car salesman, used car salesman.
From Florida.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a cool look
I love
going.
the fit.
Beautiful sounds. Welcome. We're happy you're here. All right, we're starting today with Oprah. Her special on weight loss drugs aired last night on ABC and she got very, very emotional sharing her own battle with obesity and having to do it all while in the national spotlight. Take a look at this.
For 25 years, making fun of my weight was national sport. I read the headline that Mr. Blackwell, the tastemaker of the time, called me bumpy, lumpy, and downright dumpy. I starved myself for nearly 5 months and then wheeled out that wagon of fat that the internet will never let me forget. And after losing 67 pounds on a liquid diet, the next day, y'all, the very next day, I started to gain it back. There is now a sense of hope, number one, and number two, you no longer blame yourself.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you how many times I have blamed myself.
Oh, Oprah also sat down with ordinary people like ourselves whose lives have changed because of these weight loss drugs. So one woman here named Amy revealed she suffered all sorts of health issues, diabetes, bad cholesterol, and more, all due to her obesity. Those problems have gone away after taking Mounjaro. Here's what she told Oprah about her experience. Take a listen.
That voice that I've had in my head since I always say my earliest memory is 5 years old. I remember thinking about food, when I'm going to eat food, how much I'm going to eat food, where I'm going to, what I just ate, how many calories was it. But it was always thinking about every event, every vacation, where am I going to get my meals, what am I going to eat. And all of a sudden I took this medication and it felt like I was freed.
Free. So DBL Nation, we always want to hear from you. I want to know this specifically. Do you think taking weight loss drugs is cheating? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. What do we all think of this special? Erica, what do you think of Oprah? Someone already wrote in, Megan, Oprah has a way of normalizing so many conversations. I hope more people think before shaming people for taking medication. She really does.
Right, and that's the juxtaposition with Oprah in general. And it often is with a lot of people who find themselves in positions where they're representative of a demographic. Sometimes that thing that you're representing could also be your biggest insecurity. It's something that you're openly battling and other people are resonating with you on that. But I want to talk about the gatekeeping of thin, because essentially that's the conversation that a lot of people don't want to admit. Of course, people are going to bring up the talking points of these medications are for people with diabetes, and if they're not able to get them, then that's a problem. And of course that's a problem. And that's also the reason why there's so many other medications that have flooded the market, right? But at the same time, there's this undertone that thin was a currency that was only going to be allowed to certain people. And if everyone has accessibility to thin, then does it diminish the quantification of thin, which has social currency, it has actual financial currency, and it has currency on life expectancy. So are we going to continue to pretend like a lot of these conversations aren't rooted in the gatekeeping of thin?
I like that. That's very interesting. So a lot has been said about Oprah embracing these weight loss drugs, especially after she quit the board of Weight Watchers. So that will these new weight loss drugs mean for the traditional weight loss and exercise industry? Or what about positivity, the body positivity movement? Well, Oprah sort of addressed that as well last night. Take a listen to this.
Feel happy and healthy and celebrating life in a bigger body and don't want the medications, I say bless you. And for all the people who believe diet and exercise is the best and only way to lose excess weight, bless you too, if that works for you. And for the people who think that this could be the relief and support and freedom, as you said earlier, that you've been looking for your whole life, bless you, because there is space for all points of view.
Okay, so is there really room for all these different perspectives? Someone just wrote in, people could just use a treadmill to lose weight. What do you think, Jeff?
I think to each their own, just like everything else. I don't understand the shame involved in using something to jumpstart your weight loss journey.
Right.
It's like if I get a trainer, someone's gonna say, good for you. Way to get a trainer to help you out at the gym. This is the same tool. You're helping your body get to where you wanna be, whatever goal that might be, right? And it's about feeling good. It's not necessarily about looking good. It's about when I go to work out, I'm not trying to look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. I do it because after I'm done with it, I feel good. And if you could drop a couple pounds just to go up a flight of stairs or take a long walk outside, that's gonna make you feel good about yourself. And if this jump starts that, you're gonna feel good. And guess what? You're gonna be a better person. You're gonna be nicer online. You're gonna be a better neighbor. You're gonna be a better person in community. What is wrong with that? I don't understand why we have to judge everything with the stigma to the point of people, you should lose your job for having that opinion. I don't understand the world that we live in.
Is it cheating? Is it cheating?
I don't think it's cheating. I think it's, to your question, Jeff, I think that if you look at a lot of like online life, but life in general, even before the internet, it's I'm this and you're not. And so whether it's, you know, I have money and you don't, no matter what you say about me, at least I'm from this family, at least I'm from this side of the tracks, at least I'm not overweight. When you take away one of those huge, it used to be like my family goes to college, you guys are regular working people. Once these barriers start to come down, it really affects the stratification of how we employ hierarchy in our society. And people don't like that. People like the same. And when the world starts to look different than it's always looked for them, if I can't always be like, oh, the Schroeders and they're two fat kids. Imagine, people used to talk about that. People talk.
They still do.
Yes, and so when that's gone, how do you make yourself better than the Schroeders? How do you make yourself better than the Cobbs or the Schulmans? It's the way that people said, I'm this and you're not.
Sort of what Erica's saying.
Yeah, and when you take that away, it really affects the stratification of society and how people view themselves in society.
I mean, I never really thought of, I mean, it is straight up currency, and now it's being offered to others, and hopefully many will be able to get it.
Strangely, a lot like college.
Interesting. All right, let's take a look at the poll results. Do you think taking weight loss drugs is cheating? 74% of you say no. 26% of you say yes.